What up, guys? This is Casey is Raw, and these are my pickups for the past week. It's been slim pickings for the last couple weeks. It's been really hard to get a bunch of stuff, so I think a lot of this stuff is going to start be coming from eBay. But talk about that. I do have the first one that came in, I believe came in yesterday on Saturday. I'm just checking something out quick. See if I have this one game over here. Got a bunch of these VR games, and I want to make sure I don't have a duplicate and shit, And it looks good that. Okay, let's check this. What's up, Emily? How's it going? All right, this is the first one. It's a PAL European game for the NES, and it's Bionic Commando. And I really like this box art. This is we do have this in America, but I mean, once again, I'm just trying to get some European games, and this is one of their cheaper ones I can find. So, yeah, that came in either Friday or Saturday. All right, I got this stuff yesterday when me and my buddies went out and about, and not a lot from yesterday. We'll start with this one. It's for the Sega Genesis for $6. Hey, it's Korra. His last battle. And looking at the back of it, it's kind of like a beat 'em up meets God, what is it called? Ultra Beast. It kind of looks it with the box art. So for $6, it has this case. Why not? So I'm happy about that. I'm shocked I did not have this game in the collection, an NES game, Werewolf, The Last Warrior. TJ Maxx. Well, I mean, how much is too much, Korra? And what's funny, someone pointed out this Game Exchange in Tulsa, and they're not there no more. I didn't even go to that one. I went to Game Exchange in Bartlesville. And I didn't have this actually in the collection, so I was happy to get that. Well, I think it's okay if women does that. I love QNAS. I don't know what the hell is that supposed to mean, Randy. And for the PlayStation 4, the VR is Psychonauts on the VR. And I believe they say this comes with include a voucher for the classic original game Psychonauts. Right there. So this is kind of cool to have in the collection. I love VR games. Takes 5 gigs of memory. Oh, Casey is having an entire game room liquidation sale. If I need to, it would be. I probably could do that, but I don't. If I was going to sell all this shit, I talked to people about this before. I would definitely take it to, I will run go to a flea market that's doing really well and not so shady. And not only that, I would, send out feelers saying, "Hey, I'm selling my games. Come to this flea market. I got a whole buttload of games." And do like a just network it. But I think a lot of these stores don't do that well, and that's why they don't do well at flea markets. That's why Games Change, Vintage Stock, and my local game store does well because they're well known. Oh, you want to buy all my original NES games? Well, I mean, you better have a pretty good size mint to get all those NES games right there and the box games right there. So it's going to be in the thousands if you want to do that. I'm going to save this one right here. So today I went to a couple flea markets and I picked up one vendor had finally put out new games. You would have to pay less, Cora, than what Kevin wants. I mean, Kevin wants all the NES games. That's a lot of money. It's a lot cheaper. And the first one on the docket from today is Sonic the Hedgehog on the Xbox 360, or what we called it, Sonic 06, because it came out of the year 2006, and this game is horrible. It's broken. So I had this game. Apparently, I did not. But so for $5 to have a bad game, why not? And I picked up. This one's going to be hard to say. I believe this is a indie game developers, or is Terraria. I can't pronounce that. Terraria. It looks like an indie game maker company. And then for the 360, as a Kinect game, it's Sonic Free Riders. You have to use the Kinect for this game. That was also fun. These last few games were these 3 games were $5 a piece. I paid a little bit more for this because I know I could take this game and flip it. I paid $8 for Mario Kart Wii, and I know I can flip that for more money. So it has some scratches, but I think I can get like a little bit more. I think this goes for like $25 or so, at least $25. So for $8, I can probably flip this for a good amount. And the most expensive game I picked up this week and today is an NES unlicensed game. It's called Crystal Mines. I believe I did not have this in the collection. What's funny, it says from the sticker on here, Vintage Stock says $3, but Vintage Stock at that time, they wouldn't rape the shit out of you on the price. But yeah, I paid $40 because this is uncommon game, and I love my unlicensed games. Yeah, Core. Yeah, the Wii games are getting a little expensive nowadays. Thanks, Dave. How's it going, Dave? Yeah, so that was pretty much it. I didn't utilize my trades today, or I was going to try to get what's called the Vectrix, but thanks, Cora. Randy Viper. He knows why he said, "Oh God." But yeah, get back to the field. That's right. I need to get back out there and try to look for more. But yeah, I was trying to pick up this Vectrix. It was priced at $560, and I was going to put half on credit card and half on debit card, but I couldn't pull the trigger. I couldn't spend that much. Don't go, Casey. We need you. Oh, I ain't going nowhere today. I mean, shit, most of the stores are closed already in Oklahoma. A lot of the stuff are closed on Sunday at this time. Unless like stores like Walmart and some bigger chains stay a little bit open. But no, I might, Dave, I might have had that back in the day. Right now, no. I'm pretty sure. I'm not exactly sure if I had. I'm not 100% sure I had the camera either. I mean, I had the Game Boy growing up, and I had the Game Gear growing up. I know I gave my best friend the Game Gear because at that time, I only cared about console gameplay or PC. But the only time I started to get into back the handheld, it was the 3DS and the DS. But I still got a Game Boy up here. It's all covered up. Let's see if I can reach it with my cable. Trying to get it without dropping a bunch of shit. Got this at a flea market that was, and it's a Game Boy Pocket clear in its case. This is what it came in like. The only thing that sucks, it doesn't have the battery cover on it. And here's what's even the cooler thing. Comes with this. The purchase retailer must mail this card immediately to validate customer proof or purchase. So it was cool that they left this on here. Oh yeah, my local game store has been doing that. They take the Game Boy and they put a backlit LCDs in it. And some kid went into the store. I want to smack this fucking kid for saying this, but it's like, oh, who's going to pay $200 for a Game Boy? It's been modded with a game backlit background. So I'm like, you little shit. If I was either the owner or worked there, I would toss that kid immediately out. It's like, get out of my store. I'm like, you're going to talk shit about my product? Get out of here. I was surprised they were being so nice because I wouldn't have. Plus, they're kids. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm like, their parent needs to teach them to be nice. How about PlayStation Portable? I had a PSP long time ago. What's funny, I do have card. That's not a bad idea, but I still think doing the flea market would be a great way to just retire. But I have a fun, good story about how we got the PSP. We were me and my late wife, we're in Las Vegas for 2-3 months during the summer of '08. It was hot as hell. She was a traveling dialysis, and she was on there over there for a job. And I knew we were not going to be there long, but I was telling her we need to stop and settle somewhere so I can have a job. So we decided to go to Pennsylvania, but that's beside the point. So one day, I guess she was off, so we walked from the hotel we were staying for a couple months to the mall, and they had this one of those prize games, the ones with it starts with like 4 blocks, and it goes back to back. You try to stop them at a certain point, and then you do another layer blocks, then another, and then eventually it'll be 3 blocks, then it'd be 2 blocks, and then when it comes to like the halfway section, it would offer you a minor prize, but you back out. Well, one day she went all the way to the top where it's like with 1, and we got a PSP. And I was like, she won the PSP out of that machine. And that's the best thing I ever seen anyone won anything out of a machine like that. So, I mean, we were both weren't too crazy to have a PSP. So we took it to a GameStop in the mall. And I think they had a game store in the mall too. So we were going from one to the other. And we had this one dude following us. It's like he was offering to buy it for extremely cheap, and he followed us from one store to GameStop, and we are heading back. I was like, "All right, dude, fuck off! All right, I mean, quit following me and my girlfriend at the time." But like, you know what? It did kind of look like the Rose. I'm wondering if the Rose was in Las Vegas at that time. I mean, he's always trying to scam the shit out of me, so it might have been the Rose. But no, that guy was just an asshole. I was happy we won that, but then. And I didn't care if we actually got anything. It would have been nice to have a little chunk of change from that. But this dude really pissed me off. But, yeah. But we kept the PSP for a little while. I enjoyed playing it. It was like how I play with the Switch now. Where if I'm going to I want to play some Fortnite, or if I need to take a shit, I'll take the Switch with me. I used to do that with the PSP and play some Madden with me, or whatever game we had. I mean, we also had, God, I'm trying to think. I know we had Viva La Bam was one of the cartridge or a CD that we had, so you can watch Viva La Bam. I'm not exactly what else. I think we had 1 or 2 movies, a few games, but the only game I remember was Madden. I might have a wrestling game on there at that time too, but like I said, the only 2 discs I knew we had was Viva La Bam and one of the Madden games, because it was fun playing Madden portably. Too bad the Switch doesn't do that. I mean, I kind of would do that right now. But I'm glad someone brought that up. That just reminded me about a story about that. But yeah, I didn't have a lot. And I was planning to get this Vectrex for $560. But my senses finally came back to me. Just as like, you know what? I can't. I shouldn't drop down that type of money. Thanks, Cora. Believe me, I like doing that. I like the only thing is when someone says, "Were you married?" Like there was this new kid at work. I was like, I hate explaining to people what happened because then they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, don't be sorry. I mean, I don't want people to be sorry about me. I mean, feel sorry for what she went through, what happened, but I only think about the good things. I don't really try to think about all the stuff that happened. I mean, that's why I kind of feel like with the second part I want to do today, I was thinking about doing this live too because I'm getting sick of seeing these DUIs with in the WWE. But I threw that idea through. I'm hoping we'll talk about that tonight. But yeah, I don't think about it. Thanks, Cora. Oh yeah, I mean, see, here's the thing. What I'm saying is that think about this. When Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero died, when Eddie Guerrero died, that they established the wellness program, right? It just came out of nowhere after Eddie died from a heart attack. So, but then they didn't really ramp it up and take it super serious until Chris Benoit did the whole thing with murdering his wife and kid and himself. And then they were taking serious with the chair shots to the head and other stuff. So I feel like they should do the same thing with the DUIs. I mean, those people forget it was 10 years ago now since we lost Ryan Dunn. Did you know that? We lost Ryan Dunn 10 years ago. And it was because he was drunk driving. And not only killed himself, he killed another guy. And he's part of the reason why we hadn't had a jackass in over 10 years. You know, if Ryan Dunn didn't get killed like that way, we probably would have been up to Jackass 5 right now, working on Jackass 6. You know that would happen, but and then Bam wouldn't be so super drunk all the time and out of his mind. It is GMTA. What's up, bro? So that's what I'm saying. I mean, is it going to be at the time when people he died during the way he liked doing. He likes driving fast. So I see that happening. I see why that happened. Do I think it should have happened? No. I mean, but when is going to be enough is enough with these DUIs in the WWE? Is it when one of these guys who get DUI kill someone or kill themselves? Is that when they're going to finally say, all right, you get a DUI? I know if they get convicted, they'll probably get a freaking bigger than that, right? They'll probably get a fine or a huge suspension, right? Yeah, Ryan Dunn was driving super crazy as well. I agree, Cora. So this is something I want to talk about on Drew's show because I feel really um, like this needs to be talked about. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree, Cora. I mean, it's just a matter of time. I guarantee you, one day when a drunk driver or even someone under the influence of drugs get behind a wheel and kill someone, then they're gonna take this shit with DUIs more seriously. It's just a matter of time, and I'm shocked that their lawyers not smart enough to say, "Hey, this might be a problem. We might this might be a liability." No, just making a statement. Oh, this guy is responsible for himself. But I don't know if he needs to be fired. I think he needs to be sent to rehab. But if he doesn't take that going to rehab seriously, then I fire him. And that's how I would do it. I think if you fuck up, like you get arrested for like, you're drunk in public, then you should get like maybe a $30 day suspension or something like that. But I'm at least glad I'm talking about it right here, right now. But WHB, how's it going? Um, I'm okay with that. GMTA, I'm fine with that. Don't fire him. Force him to take a uh, ADOA class and get an interlock ignition. I kind of like the interlock ignition, but I also think he needs to get some kind of and AA meeting too. I'm from France and I'm proud of you. Oh, thank you. I'm from Oklahoma and I appreciate that. Oh, okay, that's what it means. I don't know. I barely ever drink. I very rarely drink. I mean, dude, I think I only been drunk twice in my life. Maybe three. But so I didn't know there was a name, but it makes sense. Alcohol drug addiction class. I agree about that. And put that interlock ignition. I like that idea. Make him do a PSA video and it hurt. That's not a bad idea, but I don't. I just think people who has problems. I mean, that has like drug issues, or they just need. I don't even think that he needs to do a public apology either. I think GMT said it right. He needs to go to the alcohol and drug class and put that in a lock on and made a suspension after that if you want to keep the guy. But as a public apology, unless he kills someone, then I would say yes, definitely. Well, I mean, they was way easy on Jeff Hardy with his antics with alcohol. Well, they did suspend him a lot for his drug use, though, too. And you really had you only and I don't even think they went easy on him either. He's been doing like losing a lot on SmackDown, so he's being punished though too. If Jesus goes down, he'll drink with you. Don't worry. I mean, see, even when GMTA just said right there, I'm sure he understands what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not hating on Jimmy Uso. I'm just saying it's just I don't like what WWE. I mean, the guy didn't even. He was still on fucking TV on Friday. Like Solid Monster, it's either Solid Monster or Jake DeMarco or someone saying he was on TV, the first person on SmackDown. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's a big slap in everyone's face for that. But, oh, that's cool. That's great, GMTA. I mean, I'm sure GMTA wouldn't, like, he probably admit he had a problem too. I mean, there's some people didn't think they have a problem. I mean, my late wife, she didn't. I hate to say this, but she didn't think she had a problem, and we knew something was up. We didn't know what was up because, I mean, I didn't know what she was doing. I mean, I would see this black stuff on her face every once in a while. She would be out of it, but I'm like, I tell her she needed to go to rehab, but she didn't want to get help. But I didn't know what to do. I never did drugs or anything like that in my life. I've seen some of the signs, but, well, at least you got clean and sober. I mean, if you did your time and everything, I mean, should be square. I mean, you did your time. So exactly like how Cora just said. I totally 100% agree. But you know what I'm gonna do? Cora, let's try to get Drew to talk about this today. I think this would be a great topic to talk about because I think this would be a big topic if you ask me. I mean, it's something that happened this past week. So, but I'm going to get a drink and relax for about half hour and I'm going to be on Derailed. So thanks for you guys coming on. So I'll talk to you guys later. Well, if it's going to be on the post show, I'm not going to be able to make it. By midnight, I have to go. But I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good night.